Hello, and today we will be discussing the Make-A-Wish Foundation and about charity donation. So a child's death describes an unexperienced life who was taken from this world too soon. For children aged 0 to 14 years old, cancer is the second most leading cause of death. 1,780 children are taken per year from this evil illness. Although cancer might be a great factor in why children are dying so young, 30% of children with rare diseases won't live to see their 5th birthday. The Make-A-Wish Foundation has created a nonprofit organization for children with critical illnesses to experience their game-changing wish. This nonprofit organization has granted 235,000 wishes, about one wish every 34 minutes. Although, to grant one wish, it costs $10,130. The Make-A-Wish Foundation is the charity people should donate to this holiday season because children diagnosed with critical illnesses are very young. The wishes give the children the strength to fight their illness, and these children face high risks of death. The initial reason why the Make-A-Wish Foundation is the charity people should donate to this holiday season is because children diagnosed with critical illnesses are very young. So on top of having that critical illness and suffering from that, these children face the effects of the critical illness, which emotionally they develop cognitive impairment, anxiety, depression, mental disorders, and PTSD, as well as a decrease in their energy levels, and physically they have weakness of muscle strength and function, and difficulty with activities of daily living. So on top of that, don't forget how young these kids are. To be granted a wish, children with critical illnesses have to range from 2.5 to 17 years old and have to be suffering from a progressive, malignant, or degenerative condition that can place that child's life in jeopardy. Willow is only 5 years old and is suffering from a rare disease. Leo, 10 years old, has a neurological condition. Atika, diagnosed with cancer, is 6 years young. The following reason why the Make-A-Wish Foundation is the charity people should donate to this holiday season is because the wishes give the children the strength to fight their illness. So being granted a wish, a child wishes for their fantasy or for their dream, and by that coming true, a child realizes that, hey, if my dream came true, then I can fight this illness, I can overcome it, and they realize that the impossible is possible. So positive effects from the wish experience include a child's physical medical state, emotional health, and social health will improve, reduction in distress, depression, and anxiety symptoms, and this child will experience happiness, joy, self-fulfillment, and meaning in life. So a survey was done on physicians who treat critically ill children, and from the wish experience, 88% believed it influenced the child's physical health, 94% believed it strengthened the child's family support for the better. And post-wish experience, 96% believed there was an improvement in the child's mental and emotional health, and 85% believed there was an improvement in the child's social health. So Peter, who at 12 years old had completed 30 radiation treatments, 2 surgeries, and 14 rounds of chemotherapy, describes how his wish being granted changes his mindset and will help critically ill patients for the better. Our hero, Peter, explains, having things to be hopeful about changes your whole mindset about cancer, and that has a huge impact on patient outcomes. The third reason why the Make-A-Wish Foundation is the charity people should donate to this holiday season is because these children face high risks of death. Children that are granted wishes have the risk of dying of complications after their surgery or procedures, and families of that critically ill patient most likely have had the talk with doctors of the likelihood of their child surviving is not very high, and in other words, is life-threatening. So some diseases that critically ill patients who are granted a wish may suffer from and their survival rates include medulloblastoma, which is a brain tumor, and its 5-year survival rate is 30 to 65%, meaning that child has 30 to 65% to survive only 5 years. Glioblastoma, which is as well a brain tumor, its 5-year survival rate is 20%. Interstitial lung disease, its average survival rate is 3 to 5 years. Granted, some people may argue that people should donate to the American Cancer Society for research instead. Though this argument seems reasonable, it completes a whole different concept as the Make-A-Wish Foundation. The American Cancer Society, the research part of it, deals with the prevention of cancer in the future. Meanwhile, the Make-A-Wish Foundation deals with critically ill patients who are currently suffering from a disease or a critical illness. So they need that strength, they need that hope and that courage from the wish to survive. The Make-A-Wish Foundation is the charity people should donate to this holiday season because children diagnosed with critical illnesses have existed for only a short time. The wishes granted give children the courage to fight their illness, and these children have very low survival rates. Children with critical illnesses already have to face the effects of that illness and already have to suffer from that illness. So as time goes on, their chance of death increases. By saying this, if someone was suffering from a critical illness and was going to die, they would want their last moments alive to be joyful, right? So make a difference in creating a child to remember their last moments on earth as the best by donating to the Make-A-Wish Foundation this holiday season. I'll be donating. Will you?